Good afternoon and welcome back to the Empowered Life channel. My name is Yvonne Ellis and I'm owner of YEME Empowerment, and this channel is all about bringing you things that are empowering, encouraging and inspiring. So I know it's been a little while since I've done a book review, and I've come back today with a fantastic book called Career Change. It is by a lady called Joanna Penn, who herself was working for different companies as a consultant in IT. And in 2009, she stepped out into the unknown to set up her own company and to follow her passion and dream of writing books. She's an author, she is an entrepreneur, public speaker, and she's been a New York Times best-selling author a few times, and she writes non-fiction books. So this book, Career Change, I bought back in October 2016. At that period, I was still in traditional paid employment. I really wasn't happy in my job. I felt stuck in a rut. How I came across this book was that she had written other books which was encouraging me on my journey of becoming a self-published author, and I came across this book and thought I'd give it a try. So I bought this book off Amazon. It cost £5.99. It's probably one of my most recent books where I've paid a little bit more because I do read a lot of books. I do like to go on Amazon Marketplace and pay next to nothing for them because then it's quite cost effective. But sometimes if I see books that are worth the money, then I will pay a bit more. So I paid £5.99 for this book. This book is about helping you to come out of a rut career-wise. So as you can see on the book cover, we have a picture of a goldfish bowl and a goldfish. So what that symbolises is when you're stuck in a rut in your job, just working to pay bills, not living your life, being unhappy and negative and not being productive, that is somebody who's stuck in a goldfish bowl. And this book looks at exploring how to come out of that goldfish bowl. So I'm just going to let you know why she wrote the book. She says it's come from 13 years of searching for happiness in her own work. So, she said she's experienced highs and lows of starting her own business more than once. She worked as an IT consultant for large multinationals as well as consultancies and charities. She started on a journey of trying to find the right job, but she said it has taught her much about herself and about what she requires to enjoy her work. But she has said it's taken a long time. She said the processes have been painful along the way, but important to her journey. And she said she's had to retrain, travel, soul search to come to a realization that there are significant factors that can help you to enjoy work now and also to move towards real purpose. So she says, if you hate your current job, you're not alone. Some people say they have to accept the way the work is nowadays, but statistics on workplace stress, weight gain and depression show that being unhappy in work may slowly kill you. In this section, she said she will help you to learn to recognise the signs that things need to change. And this is what this book is about. Now, when she's talking about the fact that, being unhappy in the workplace can slowly kill you, I have experienced it and I have seen it. I have seen people who have been stuck in a job for so long they are very, very toxic and very negative. And that can rub off on other people as well. But also as well, when you have your job isn't challenging you or stretching you, you can get into a pit of just overeating, eating because you're bored, you're not being challenged, coming home being completely stressed, completely demotivated. Can be a real downer, can be really have a negative impact on your life. And I experienced all those things. And for me, when I bought this book in October 2016, I was at a place where I just wanted out. Now, don't get me wrong, I worked and I enjoyed the job. But once it started to but I always knew that I wanted to step out and be my own boss. But for those years, I did what I had to do. I learned a lot about my job. I enjoyed it. But it got to a stage where I was stagnant. I was no longer being challenged or stretched or learning anything. So it was time for me to go. So I knew that at that point, I didn't want to work for an employer in a traditional sense anymore. If I was going to work for an organisation or a company, it would be on my terms, whether that was as a consultant, a trainer, public speaker, whatever it was, but it was going to be on my terms where I would be commissioned to go and do work or contracted to do work, but no longer under a salary uh, of an organisation working for them. But I didn't really know how to kind of put those thoughts into order because I'd always worked for an employer. And maybe that is the place where you are at now. Maybe you have always worked for an employer. Maybe you have a passion or a dream or something else that you want to do, but I'm not sure how to do it. This book is a fantastic resource to help you to organise your thoughts about the next steps for you. In her book, she does talk about identifying the problem with, that you may be able to identify the problem within your own workplace. She talks about, and what I really like about this book is that maybe not everybody wants to step out and be an entrepreneur. Maybe not everybody wants to step out and do their own thing or follow their passions. Maybe you are somebody who's in your job that maybe you like your job or you want to go to a different department. This book will kind of help you to explore avenues and solutions within your current role, and she gives that in this book. Maybe you can look at what your workplace offers in terms of courses, if to upskill yourself, retrain. She talks about all these different things. Maybe it might mean reducing your hours at work, and getting a real work-life balance. This book looks at all those options. So not only does she talk to those of us who are entrepreneurs, who want to follow our passions and dreams, she also talks to those who maybe just want to kind of alleviate the stress of their current job or to look at making things better in their current job. She also looks at things like what would be your perfect working solution. What is it you'd really want to achieve? What is your ultimate kind of environment you want for your career? And she's put here, I have been refining my lists for years now. So she's obviously made lists of things that she wants to do, and each time she has gone back and refined it. And that's something that I have done. I'm a big believer in making lists and being clear and specific about the things that you want to achieve. I've been able to do that by creating a list and redefining goals, redefining the time span. But I can honestly say, from doing that list, this book kind of helped me to get my thoughts in order as well, that I followed through with everything that I wanted to do. So she says, I want to be living a creative life, writing and publishing books and courses, doing public speaking. So my perfect working situation includes this too. I want to be flexible with my time, working hard for some periods and then taking chunks of time out. I like to travel, but only for experiences or retreats to gorgeous places, not to corporate hotels. I like being the centre of things with access to cultural places and opportunities for events and networking. This is me. This is what I want to do. And I'm on that journey because I'm starting to live the empowered life. What does your perfect work situation look like to you? I think that it would be a fantastic idea if you just write down in a notebook or on a piece of paper, a card, what your perfect working situation would look like to you. You may not be able to fully achieve it now. That's not something that I've been able to do now, but to have it there, to visualize it, will help you to empower and encourage you and motivate you to continue on until you reach there. Every day, I work towards that dream. Every day I'm working towards getting to that place. And I'm living the empowered life now just by doing the things that I love to do. I'm a creative person. I love being able to use my experiences to create things. I love being able to do things to empower other people. And it is a slow journey. The lists have helped me to get to where I need to go. And planning is a perfect thing that will help you to kind of keep on track and to keep focused. She also talks about not compromising on the things that you hate. And that is really important. If you're in a job where, you are being already stretched to breaking point, working ridiculous hours, doing things that you really detest doing, why then would you want to continue to do more? And don't get me wrong, I fully understand, everybody needs money to live. We live in a society where everything is expensive. You need to be able to have some type of income. But I'm not at the place I need to be at income wise right now. But when I look back, I still don't regret stepping out. I'm doing what I'm creating opportunities. I've been able to, get work as some work as a consultant and contracted work. And yes, it does mean sometimes you have to make a few sacrifices, but in the long term, it will evidently pay off. So it is about looking at that. No one's going to have the perfect working situation right now, but if you're looking on it on more a long-term thing, maybe 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, it will help you to kind of be more comfortable, kind of to step out. But it's better than staying in the comfort zone. So that is something I would suggest that you do look at, writing that down, your perfect work situation. She also has in there this fantastic little wheel that does describe the wheel that most people live in, and are not happy. So on it, it's got paycheck goes in, happy, payback credits, spend money, no money left, need money, do work, paycheck goes in. And a lot of people live like that. Millions of people live like that, but they're not happy. And sometimes we need to take a risk in order to get something new. And this is what this book is about, helping you to look at alternatives and solutions to get that. It has fantastic workbook exercises that you can do to help organise your thoughts. I definitely would recommend this book. It is a really good book because if you are stuck in a rut of being stuck in this goldfish bowl and you really don't know how to get out, because not everybody will know how to get out. I didn't know how to get out, even though I've been creating things. I've been an author. I'm an author, and I've been doing things for quite a while. Not everybody knows how to get out of the goldfish bowl, because if you have always worked traditionally for an employer your whole life, how are you then going to change your mindset to become self-employed and an entrepreneur? There are many things that can help you to do that. Watching seminars, listening to people that have done it, reading books, doing courses, getting yourself to that kind of position. But not everybody knows how to get there in the first place. And this book will help you to look at that if you want to become, step out and become your own boss. As I also said, if you don't want to step out and you want to just maybe move around in the company or do something different in a different job, this book also helps you to look at those avenues as well. So I would definitely say this book is a good read. You can't go wrong for $5.99. The little exercises she has, because it's a kind of a workbook as well, is really good for you to do. And you only have to look at the fruits of her life. This woman, she stepped out in 2009. She's now a huge podcaster, New York Times bestseller, has written over 24 fiction books, plus she's written books like this to help people to from her experiences of stepping out. She's earning a 6-figure salary, traveling the world, doing amazing things. Who better than to kind of get that advice from about changing career? This woman, Joanna Penn, is an inspiration. So check out her book. Also as well, check out my blog on my website, YEME Empowerment. It is also called The Empowered Life. I share my experiences because I'm on the beginning end of my journey of being an entrepreneur, and I share my journey of different things that I am doing as well, and my little nuggets of wisdom. So check it out on the website, which is www.yemeempowerment.com. If you want to hire me for anything, because I do a variety of different things, I am an empowerment coach. I am a trainer. I do different things. I train people on different experiences, through different experiences that I've had. I'm also going to be doing some fantastic workshops that will be coming up, including the YEME Book Starter Workshop, and that will be aimed towards those who want to start to write a book and understand the book publishing process but have no idea. So I'll be running those courses soon. Also, I do event management. Everything that I do through YEME Empowerment is all about empowering people, whether that is through education, communication, or social interaction. So check out my website www.yememempowerment.com, and please subscribe to this channel and like the video. If you want to add a comment, what things have you learned? If you are on the journey to changing a career, what things are you finding out about your journey? If you want to share that in the comment section, please feel free to do that. But I will leave the link to the book and my website in the description box below, and I will see you on the next video.